Hello. I got today. I gotta talk about this because this just came out like as of today, like 4 days ago now. Good God, it was the 30th, and it's already May 4th. No, it's May it's May 3rd. May 4th tomorrow. Okay, so it's only been 3 days. But I'm gonna be real with you. Like, I didn't like, I didn't want to be like the guy to be like, I don't know, to be like this. I guess like, I think more than most people, I fucking love the original Pokemon Snap. The game is that's like one of my favorite games. That game is awesome. So like when this game was like revealed and it was like coming out, I was like super hyped for it. I mean, like, why wouldn't I be? This is literally the first new Snap since the original back in like 99, I think. So it's been literally like 20 years, this about. I think, yeah, 20 years. Unless I'm wrong on the date for when the fucking game came out. But yeah, and like, when this game first got like revealed, I wasn't expecting it at all, and it looked like super like pretty and like high like quality and shit, more so than you'd see with anything like the most recent like any of the main Pokemon games would actually look like. So like it seemed promising. It wasn't even being developed by Game Freak, so what could happen? What could happen? Am I right? I'm gonna be real. I don't know if you heard me cracking my knuckles, because that's how serious I'm getting right now. I'm gonna be totally real with you. I think this game's fucking boring. This game feels like everything that like people who hate the original like Snap feels like that game is. Like it's just like literally for like because most of this game to me just feels like it's like missing the point, honestly, of the original game, where the whole thing was like you get all these tools and shit, and you have to interact with the environment so you get the Pokemon to pose for you and get good pictures of them. It's like that's pretty simple and that's pretty much it. But like my biggest problem here is that like 90% of the Pokemon are just like sitting there, just ready for you to take a picture of them, and like you don't gotta do jack shit. Like, for real, it doesn't fucking matter. They'll just be there and like just walking around, like ready for you to take a picture of them. There's like the rare exception where you'll have to like throw the not actual apples, the fluff fruit they're called. They're not apples. To like do something, but like most of the time, the Pokemon are just sitting there, and it's like, okay, that's like, okay, well, what am I doing? What's the gameplay? Cause that the game got like super fucking boring to me. Like, um, one of the few exceptions to this that immediately like springs to mind is one of the Illumina Pokemon, which the Illumina Pokemon are like these special ones that glow, and I guess are bigger than normal. It's kind of weird actually, because like they showed off the trailers and shit, and they showed off like the first one you find, which is like the giant Meganium, and like it's bigger. It's much bigger than normal Meganium, but like most of the other ones aren't really. It's actually kind of really weird. Like Volcarona and like Milotic and shit are like the same, unless I'm stupid and I don't remember the size of these guys, and they're actually bigger. Whatever. Um, but the Illumina Steelix that you have to fight, which is like near the end of the game, I actually thought was like kind of cool, because a lot of these remind me a lot of like when you have to get a picture of Mew in the original game, which was like essentially the final boss, but it was like the only real boss, if you will, in the original game. And here they had a few of them, where it reminded me of that because it's just you in a short little course, and it's just the Pokemon, and you gotta get a picture of them. But again, for most of them, it's literally like they're just hanging around. You just take some pictures of them. For Steelix, it was like kind of tricky. Like, I mean, like the game, you can do a little scan, and the game will basically just tell you what to do. But still, the act of actually doing it was kind of tricky. You have to like throw apples into like where the little cave holes where Steelix is hiding out is gonna be, and then you have to be ready to fucking chuck the glowy orbs at it so that it'll glow, because you need the glowiness of it to get the picture that you need. And like that's kind of tricky because it'll go really fast, and it's kind of a lot to manage. But like again, it's part of the point. It's part of the point. And like Steelix is kind of the only really good example I can think of, like stuff like this. You know, like again, like Volcarona would have like. Well, Coronas was kind of something. You'd have to like, you'd see it and it'd have like these little like shield of fire kind of going around it, and in order to like get rid of it, you have to throw the fluff fruit at it. Like you throw fruits to get rid of the fire. That doesn't make any sense. Most of the time, there's at least like some kind of logic behind like getting the Pokemon and shit to, pose for you and shit well. But yeah, just throw fruit at fire. That'll work out. And then eventually its shield thing will go down. But a lot of it was still just kind of me waiting for the opportunity to actually do it. Even the like proper like final boss ish of this game, with Xerneas, was like fucking kind of lame. It does a similar thing to Mew where it's in a little like ball and it like. Throw the orbs at it, and then I don't know, they give you plenty of time to do it, and it's not really that hard, and then afterwards it just kind of sits there ready for you to take a picture. Like it just like this game keeps doing that, and it drives me a little bit crazy. It drove me kind of nuts playing this fucking game. I was losing my mind a little bit. Again, in comparison to like getting a picture of Mew is kind of tricky. You have to like throw the pester balls at it so that you can get the fucking its shield down, and you only got so much time to do it because it goes really fast. And then after you do get it down, you want to throw it out again so you can actually have it posed and get a good picture of it. Like it's tricky to do, but it's that's the point. The point isn't just going around looking like, oh look, it's a Pikachu, I'm gonna take a picture of it. Like I think that's what people who like see the concept for like Snap and like they see it and they're like, oh look, that's that all you do? That's stupid. I'm like, there's more to it than that. It's like, it's clever. You have to like fucking you have to like manipulate the Pokemon and shit around. You like don't even have to in this game. It's like I don't want to say it's babyfied because again, there's some examples, but like for the most part, I was fucking bored. Like nothing really mattered. In the original game, when you'd have like changes happen in the environment, fucking you'd have to make that happen. It's in this game. It's fucking. I think it's really dumb. Actually, like you'll go back to a level, and the Pokemon and shit will just sometimes they'll just be slightly different, just because they literally just will, and. I think the whole thing is like you get better pictures and then you'll get fucking the rank of that level will go up, so then more Pokemon shit will appear, which is fine. But I swear to God, there were times where that would happen anyway, even when I hadn't gone up a level. And maybe I'm crazy or I'm stupid. I just didn't like notice the guy the first time or something. But like, yeah, I don't know. I just like again, that's like. I didn't do anything to make this guy show up. It's just here now, sitting there. Take a fucking picture of it. like that's that fuck. And for like, and again for most of the game, it's that's like what you do. And I don't know if, like, the post-game would really make that much better, but, like, I mean, I doubt it. I really do. I genuinely, like, even then, if I have to go through the whole main game for that to happen, then that's you kind of already fucked up. If I was already super fucking bored. The game also has this, like, attempt at, like, a story, and I don't give a shit, quite frankly. It was not really interesting and was pretty unnecessary. I don't know if anybody, maybe there's somebody, but I feel like most people playing this game probably didn't really, like, care to have some kind of story in it. They just wanted to they wanted to play Snap, they wanted to take pictures of Pokemon, and, like, okay. But again, the original had plenty of, like, actual really tricky things to do. Like, you get, like, Balloon Pikachu? That shit's fucking hard. You can't just, like, do that, you know? Like, that's kind of an extra thing. Like, you can get other Pikachu pictures, like, plenty of places. Pikachu's, like, in almost every level. But, like, you want to get Pikachu with the balloons, you gotta throw the pester balls at him just right, and then, like, it's super tricky and specific to aim. Then you do it, it's like, oh, look, he's doing a thing. I don't know, there'd be minor little, like, puzzles all over the time in the original game. What's going on with this, like, ice egg and these jinx around it? Ooh. You fucking get the Pokeflute later and come back, and then, oh, they'll do a dance, and then it's Articuno hatching from the egg the whole time. There's, like, there are a few examples I can think of, but, like, so few compared to the original, where it's like, fucking, that's all you really do. And I also I do not understand the, like, ranking system in this game. It makes, like, no sense to me. Like, right here, there's fucking, like, what's the difference between, like, this Vaporeon and the other Vaporeon? Like, what the fuck is the difference? Why is that one 1 star, but then this one's, like, 4? Like, what do these mean? I was totally fucking clueless about this the entire goddamn game. I have no clue what means what and what does what. I'd like to know. like so often it'll be like, I don't understand what makes that picture so fucking great, when, like, it says it has the same, like, rules and shit as the original game, where it's like, fucking, you want to have the Pokemon actually facing you. You want it to be in the center of the frame for some reason, but you want it to be in center frame. Again, sometimes it's like, oh, well, this one's better anyway, or this one's good anyway. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Maybe I'm missing something, but there's, like, a bunch of secret Pokemon I just never found, and we're actually really, really cool, and we're really, really, like, actually, like, they're kind of tricky to discover. But I mean, I don't know. I went to these levels quite a number of times trying to just, like, figure out what to do. Even when this game will have the occasional puzzle, I'm like, I think it's kind of stupid a little bit. Like, in the underwater level, in order to go to the secret part that you need to go to, you need to first, the professor tells you this, you need to fucking take a picture of the glowy plant so he can make you the glowy fucking orbs. And in order to do that, well, there's fucking Luminion blocking the fucking plant. It's, like, just sleeping on top of it. And I don't know if I'm stupid or what, but I swear to God, I tried throwing... You're supposed to literally just throw the apples at it, and then it moves out of the way because you wake it up. I swear I, like, tried that before, and then it didn't work. And then I, like, fucking was stuck on that shit for forever, and I was trying to figure out what to do. That's probably me being stupid, honestly, but, like, I don't know. So, you know, I tried to fucking, so what you have to do is, once you get the fucking glowy orbs, which honestly they're kind of annoying, because there's so many parts where I'd rather just have pester balls, man. Those are so much more practical and interesting. Like, honestly, even just, like, despite this game looking, like, kind of pretty, and shit. A lot of the time the Pokemon barely react to you trying to do anything to them. Like the fucking music shit has barely did anything. It's like, I can remember like 2 Pokemon that actually really reacted to it. Most of the time you throw like apples and shit at them, and it's like they don't really react much. A lot of the time, I don't know. And the other, you can get them to turn around and eat it, I guess. And again, the glowy orbs, they just make them glow. I guess you get more points from that. I don't know. They just make them glow. You could like do shit with the pester balls. They were like they were something that you could make like happen. You get pester balls, then you can fucking throw my Kangaskhan so it'll notice you and turns around. You throw the pester balls in the fucking bushes with rustling grass, and it's like, oh, there was Scyther in there the whole time. What? I don't know. There's a couple times. Like, there's a weird, like, in the one cave level, there's a weird, like, black void. You throw a thing at it, and then Gengar pops out. And it's like, okay. That's a decent example, I guess. But what I was talking about is you get the glowy orbs, and then there's obviously... And I saw someone in the trailer, so I knew this was a secret path. There's a Clawitzer that's trying to, like, break through these, like, rocks. And that's, like, I knew that was a secret path. But I didn't know how to do it. But, like, giving it the glowy orb gives it more, like, power to actually break through it somehow. Like, how the fuck was I supposed to think that? That is... Like, I'm sure I would have thought of that eventually, just through trial and error, but, like... Fuck, dude. Like, that doesn't even really make much sense. And I... Man... Again, I didn't want to like feel this way about this game because I was so happy for it for so long, man. And yet here we are. Here we are. Fucking new Pokemon Snap. Oh goody. Man, yo, speaking of that, this fucking new Pokemon Snap. That's such a fucking that's kind of a dumb name, honestly. Like, it's really going the new Super Mario Bros. Route of just let's put new in front of it, and it'll still be new. Trust me, even when it's a fucking decade old. The original new Super Mario Bros. Came out in 2006. That shit's not new anymore. it's old. It's fucking old. I just man, that's more or less my problems. It's more or less all my problems with this game. That's basically like the whole thing. Is despite that it looked pretty, it certainly did. I mean, to be honest, there are some good examples where once you start to kind of look closer at it, it starts to look like kind of less pretty, and also there's some kind of noticeable pop in and shit kind of like rendering into existence. But for the most part, it still looks like pretty enough. I still got that like feeling that like, can the Switch really handle what the hell this game is trying to do? I don't know. I mean, like, I don't know, because as much as I loved Rescue Team DX and I talked about that, that's not like the most like visually like graphically impressive game ever. It has a cute art style that I really like, but it's not like the most impressive thing in the world. I was so bored playing this fucking game. There were several times where I had to just take a fucking break and I like played Sonic instead. I just had to, I was like, it kept my brain like awake. That like the music in this game, I don't know, maybe I should like actually listen to some of it like on its own or something to give it another shot, maybe. But like, man, so much of this shit was so like not memorable. Like it like First off, it was fucking quiet as hell, I feel like. Aside from the music the professor has and grades you pictures, which was way louder for some reason, and also, like, super generic sounding. Like, I don't know, the original game had, like, some kind of atmospheric, like, kind of, like, I remember, like, I don't know, memorable shit. I don't know, maybe I just need to listen to it more. I really didn't remember a lot of it. It was also just, again, quiet. So, you know, I ended up kind of listening to other stuff while trying to grind through this game. Because that's what it felt like, man. It felt like a grind. It felt like a grind, just fucking go back to the level, try to take some pictures, and then you'll take this picture. For some reason, that one's a 2-star. Well, that one's a 1. That one looks like it'd be a great picture, but it's a fucking 1 for some reason. I don't know. You know, as dumb as Oak was, you know, always have it center frame, even though that's not really how, like, photography works. He had rules that kind of made sense. He was consistent and shit. I don't know what the fuck Mirror wants. Professor Mirror, Mr. J-Witz himself. He's fucking boring. I don't know. It was cute that, like, Todd showed up, and this game has a couple cute references-ish, or, like, nods to the first game. That's, like, neat. The vehicle you drive is the Neo one, and not the 01 vehicle. Like, it's new with Neo. That's kind of neat. Again, Todd shows up and he's, like, all older, the fucking character from the original game. Fucking... But then there's also, like, Phil. What the fuck was the point of Phil? He's like your kind of rival, but, like, he doesn't really do anything. Like, he literally just exists. First off, he doesn't look like a Phil to me at all. He looks like he looks like an Alex, like a Max or some shit. He does not look like a goddamn Phil. I don't know. I imagine Phil. I imagine, like, an older person. Like, maybe just go to Dr. Phil. That's probably why. I just get, my brain gets reminded of Dr. Phil. Then I'm like, wait, there's a child named Dr. named Phil? Just Phil? I don't know. I guess that has to happen eventually. Maybe that makes you sound more mature if you're, like, you're a child and you're like, I want those grown-ups to respect me, and then it's like, your name is Phil, so it's like, yeah, I'm fucking... Check out how respectable that name is. Aside from fucking, like, Cody. I don't mean anything wrong if your name is Cody or Phil or whatever. Nothing against you. I'm just rambling on. I'm just joking. I don't know. I just think it's a little bit weird. But yeah, like, he really doesn't do much. You think maybe he'd, like, have, like, some kind of photo you'd beat or some kind of score you'd have to beat or something, but, like, I don't know. You don't really do much in this game a lot of the time. Because, like, this game will have the thing, it'll have little things where it'll be like, scan this thing, whoa, look at that, there's something weird going on there. These Flufford are all burnt, who could have done that? Well, I saw in the trailer that it was Torchic, so I know it's Torchic, but, like, fucking... I don't know. I never played it to figure out, see if it was Torchic, but it probably was. But I also know there's nothing I could actually do there, so I mean, like, I assume I come back with, like, fucking the 3rd rank level on the fucking course, and then something's there, and it's like, okay, well, I didn't really make it go there. I guess you kind of indirectly do in a way. Because, I mean, like, you're the one who has to take the pictures and make them fucking show up. Again, I don't get the logic of taking the pictures. And you're just taking the same pictures again and again. Let's go through the fucking... the beach. Let's go to the water level again. I'll take another Finion picture. Man, I like Finneon as much as the next guy, but they're all just sitting around not doing anything. Oh my god, I just remembered the fucking... This is such a fucking rambling mess. I just remember the fucking wishy-washy, dude. Jesus Christ, that was terrible. That was like, oh my god. You literally just wait around until it goes into the school form, and then and then you throw the orb at it, and then it glows, and then that's it. But it's so much fucking waiting, and you can take pictures of the normal wishy-washy, but like you can only send one wishy-washy picture to the guy. So like, why would I even like? Who cares? It's not even like you had to do something interesting. Like maybe you'd have to like throw orbs at like the wishy-washy would show up in little bunches, like little schools of fish. You know, that's kind of their thing. But what if you'd have to like throw the orbs at like a bunch of them, and then they'd like swim away, and then they come back in like the big school, like the big school form, which is the one you want. So you know you're like making the form show up instead of sitting there waiting in your stupid car to do something in the game. It's fucking mind numbing, and yet they still just give you the booster like near the end of the game. That was already a stupid problem in the original. Like I'm fine honestly with like unlocking like the pester balls and the poker flu and shit like progressively with you throughout the game. Like it gives you incentive to take good pictures and come back and shit. But like the speed up has no reason to not be like in the game to begin with. And yet here they don't like really do that. I'm not really sure what this game has like improved over the original aside from just like the visuals. Even then, I think like the original game was like really nice and expressive and like really nice looking for the N64. This game's pretty, but it also does kind of sort of similar to the original because the original kind of did this sometimes too, but this game kind of I think does a bit worse. It'll kind of slow down sometimes, you know. Fucking Waylord shows up and it starts to really go down quite a bit. I don't know. There's some cool stuff. Like I like the fact that you can like edit pictures like now, and you know that's kind of cool. I made this really like blurry Dodrio picture. That's pretty awesome. Now it looks like you're wearing someone else's glasses. I don't know. That's kind of funny. Look, that's kind of cute. The stuff you can do with it. But like, I don't know. Unless you really like how cute this shit is, I just found it mind-numbing to like play this. Again, I don't know. I'd love to be proven wrong if someone could like show me some like kind of in-depth shit that I would missed. Some stuff I missed out on, because I don't know. I barely touched the post game too. Like I was just done at that point. I wanted to just be fucking finished with it. I was fucking bored, and I was like, man, I could be playing so much other stuff right now. You know, I could be doing other stuff. There's kind of a big video I've been working on, and I could be doing that maybe. I could be playing fucking Thousand Year Door. I've been playing that. I could do that, but no, I'm sitting around taking pictures of shit. Because I have to wait until I was waiting throughout the whole game for my main man Vaporeon to show up. You know, the best Pokemon. If you didn't fucking know, at least it's my favorite. But like, yeah, I was waiting like the whole time, and it's like you can't get it until the post game. It's just you're not allowed to because you need the like evening version of the beach level. It's like, okay. To be fair, that is like the first thing that unlocks once you get to like once you go back after beating the game. So you know, I didn't really have to wait that long, but you know, and Vaporeon did have one of the better examples of like you actually having to do something. I don't know, like I kind of kept missing it, but like you scan in this one area past like Primarina, and then like you fucking it's like, ooh, you can summon here. It's maybe do some music, and you do, and then Vaporeon shows up and it looks so adorable, and I'm like, hey, that's cute. I'm slightly happy now, and like. I don't know, I wish there was just a better indication there was something there so they didn't have to just have a little scan thing to kind of just tell you, hey, there's something here, play music. I don't know. Like that's a little. It's a little like lazy, I kind of think. Like make something more visually distinct so that I'd be curious to like try something out on my own instead of like just being told what to do. Like that doesn't, I don't know, doesn't that sound cooler? Doesn't that sound cool? I don't know, maybe that one. I don't know. But yeah, that's Vaporeon's one of the better examples. But again, I just really wish like there's really stupid stuff, like there's fucking throughout like the beach levels and the beach levels shit. There's fucking there's Corsola hanging around, and there's also Toxapex or whatever, maybe the pre-evolved one. I don't remember. But those guys are like known like in their Pokedex entries and shit for like fucking like eating Corsola and like devouring them and like making them endangered where they fucking live, like they're predators and shit. And then there's like a part where the Corsola is running away from like fucking like a whole bunch of them. And I'm like, man, okay, I'm doing, yeah. I'm throwing the apples, I'm throwing the things. If only I could like do something. If only I could throw some pester balls and then like scare them away, and then maybe Corsola would be all happy, and then I'd get a special like I get the chance to take a cool picture of them. Which is, I mean, that's pretty much what like the part in the cave where you save the Jigglypuff from the coughing. And then they sing the little part at the end of the level. But, you know, instead you kind of just don't do anything. Again, am I missing something here? Maybe I just look really, really, really stupid, actually. Like, again, if I'm wrong, fucking feel free to tell me. Go right ahead. Go right ahead. You know what else, like, I kind of actually, like, really hate the fact that, like, you can just like auto check all your pictures, like instead of actually like going through and like seeing if you've gotten any better ones or all of them. It's like, just press this thing and then it'll just do it for you. Like why do this thing in the game when the game will just do it itself? I mean, why not? I mean, and I for a bit I just kind of gave up and just started doing that because I mean it's like faster and like I'd assume these are the ones that like the game would want. And, like, I don't know, man, I just, I don't know. But, yeah, I was pretty disappointed with this. I don't know what score I'd give it, but I mean, like, if I had to give it, like, a fucking whatever IGN score. But I just, man, I just know I'm gonna be the, in the minority here. Like, everyone's fucking loving this game. I'm gonna say it's the best thing ever. And I'm gonna be the guy who doesn't like it. But it was also like, hey, I fucking love the original still. Like, I played the original, like, literally the day before the new one came out. And then I played the new one, and I was like, I mean, I didn't hate it at first, because I was giving it a shot. I was like, it'll be fucking, you know, maybe, you know, it'll just the beginning of the game's kind of slow, you know, it'll get going. Didn't really get going, I don't know. I mean, there's some things that are kind of neat, like, and some concepts, like, just the whole fact that you have so many more Pokemon to work with. There's like 200 something, I think, now, as opposed to the original 63. Which is like, that's cool, but like, again, I wish they actually do more. I really do. I really do. Because it doesn't really feel like you do a lot of the time, but I've said that already. Yeah, I don't know, like, there's some stuff I like, I don't know, I think, like, the move controls are kind of neat, like, you get the dual analog kind of neatness of it is cool, I guess. You know, then you can change the controls to have it, like, you can change the pointer speed, you can, like, make it so that you can take pictures with R, so that you can use both your thumbs to, like, move around the sticks, and then snap some pics. And snicks, and snap some pics, and move the sticks, and snap some pics. But yeah, I was pretty, I was a little bummed from this one, honestly. Yeah, this shit is $60. Oof. Yeah, but I'll see y'all next time, I guess. I don't know. I hope if you had fun with this. I hope you had more fun with it. But I really did not. Honestly, I didn't really. Unfortunately. But I hope you have a nice day. I hope that goes well for you, whoever you are. Bye bye.